Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Genderbender. I have finally decided about Nadine. I have these two stupid hollow plastic dice that I had from a long time ago. From, you know, those stupid quarter machines that you find at like any restaurant or whatever. That's them. I couldn't find my actual dice or my jumbo dice for some bizarre as hell reason. Let me just check one last time, but I'm pretty sure they're not here. So, when it comes to Nadine, I'm sure you can get the picture. Why don't I just roll dice? It literally solves every, if not almost if not literally every problem that I could possibly have with purposefully failing Nadine. Because I'm not the one failing. The dice are. Yeah, I don't see them, so unless they magically spawn out of the sky or something, then we're just going to use these stupid jumbo dice. God, I'm finding a lot of dried up rubber bands. But yeah, I don't see them, so yep, that's how we're going to roll. I found a miniature Etch-a-Sketch for some reason. And a pen! I found a red... I thought this pen was gone. But no, it's a literal full red pen. You notice those stupid see-through pens? God, I didn't realize it was flat out full. Huh. That's useful, isn't it? Oh, I've delayed this long enough, so let's begin. So keep in mind, for every single choice... Okay. Odds... Oh, that's a 3, not a 2. I forgot the extra C there. Sometimes I don't hit the key hard enough. Now I'm just looking at the dice. Oh, that's a period. Now the reason I'm choosing 1 and 4 and 2 and 5 and so on is because if you look at number 2 on the dice and you flip it over, you find the number 5. If you look at choice number 1, you flip it over, you find choice number 4. Sorry, number 4. So that's why I'm doing it that way. I'm just writing these out just to make sure that I don't forget the rules. So if we get repeat endings, blame the dice. I think we can all agree on that, can't we? So, for example, if I roll a 5 and there's only 4 choices, then 5 and 6 both count as a reroll. Is basically what that means. Whew. You manage the IT department? You're the IT department manager. Uh-huh. And yet, you never do your job. You are always busy doing get-rich quick schemes instead of supervising them like you're supposed to. Huh. And yet you're still blushing through this whole event. Yeah, it's just like any business company. They're just like, hey, it's been 6 months and we haven't seen a single tidbit of even potential profit. Of course they're going to be mad. Time to check on the basement dwellers. There's got to be a better word for the basement dwellers than basement dwellers. You know, like the people, like how people always make those jokes where the super nerds that are playing the board games and everything are in the very bottom of the comic book stores and stuff, and like in the basement. There's got to be a word for those people. Like, there's got to be a word for people who dwell in the basement of actual businesses. Rather than the basement dwellers. There's got to be a real word for it. Stay there, you stupid. Ha! Grabbing a notebook to see if... My god, the pen doesn't even need to be wound up. The pen is just there. Damn, that's a nice pen. Compass, can you just... Math compass, for those who don't know. You know, like the one where you draw circles with it? Fuck it, I'm just tearing out this stupid sheet of paper. If I can't scribble it out, I'm just gonna get rid of it. Put it in the damn recycling or something. Seriously, compass. You're moving to a new drawer. You are no longer in the useful shit drawer. You're now in the never open drawer. Right under that is the Yu-Gi-Oh cards drawer, which again, I never use. I need to get rid of those damn things. I mean, I've got a freaking drawer full of these damn things. Most of them just from freaking starter decks. What else is even in here? A video cassette. Bunch of folders. My god, that still exists. What is test drive? What is that even doing in there? Oh my god, a Sonic Adventure 2 unlock walkthrough. Good lord. Some of this still exists. Oh my god, that symbol. Sorry, you guys are actually trying to do something useful and I'm just busy rummaging through an old drawer. What the fuck? Okay then, that's going back where I'll never have to see it. It's not a bad card. Well, yeah, it is actually, now that I look at it. God, some of this shit still exists. That's what terrifies me, is that some of this still exists. Right. Oh, that's a poetry book. I wondered about that. Good lord, this shit still exists. An old Cub Scouts book. My god, was I really that bad at art from back then? I thought my art skills were worse now than back then, but apparently not. This memory book was created, blah blah blah. Why is there a red mark? What the fuck? My Cub Scout record. Oh, I thought Nathan was actually telling that to Liam. There's an owl in the shower. What the... What caused this idea? There's an owl in the shower. And that's it. Oh my god, the scratch and sniff ones. Good lord. Holy shit, I got a lot of stickers. At least I got surfing balloon Pikachu. For those who don't know, that's a Pikachu with a bunch of whatchamacallums. God, this thing's just filled with stickers. Holy shit, I still have that picture. This picture still exists. Oh my god. My picture still exists. What is this? Why do I have a signature of the Homecoming Queen? I don't know why I have this, so I'm just going to put that right back. Wow. That was short as hell. Wow, my art skills really did improve. Holy shit. That is sad. It's also sad that I actually liked the show 1 vs. 100 when it was still around. Drawing of a spring. God, I looked shitty even back then. God, I hate my curly hair. Oh, I wrote this when I was 13? Holy shit. At least the word art is good. This is sad. This is sad. I pretend that my cat Speedy is not weird. Oh, I forgot about these pictures. I actually have to draw these. Is that crayon or colored pencil? Once again, I know that I'm being completely ridiculous, just not paying attention to the actual thing on the screen, but this is actually mildly entertaining. And my god, it's been 12 minutes. I thought it's been like 6 since I started rummaging through these. Uh-oh. Now you're screwed, Nathan. If I were a book, this was in... Like, this is something that was laid out for us. A poem, if I were. If I were a book. How did I think that that would make sense? If I were a computer. If I were a river. If I were a TV. I'd be a big screen with DVR, DVD, and VHS players, because I like to have choices. What the hell? Clara Hugh. I don't understand how some of these are actually poems. God, this is from 8th grade, too. This is what makes it sad. List poem. I don't think I understood what that meant at the time, because it says things like, I wish that Pokemon were real. I wish that my house had cable. TV. I wish that I had a GameCube. I wish this. I wish that. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, a pet tree frog. What the fuck? I knew I liked tree frogs back then, but as a pet? They only last for like 3 weeks. This is just sad. What's even more sad is that I once used a plastic butterfly net, this really dumb one that breaks easily, as basically an ice pick with string attached to it pertaining to clamp snowdrifts. What the fuck? Oh, that's pretty. Someone must have taken a really good picture back then. I made the metaphor that my family is a barn. Ugh. God, that was sad. I was sad as a freaking person in middle school. Good lord. Oh my. Well, what they did was probably cause an accidental explosion. Turning you into a woman as potential revenge. Knowing Dina, that wouldn't be too far of a stretch, in all honesty. Just saying. Oh, there's something I shouldn't have just then. God damn. My art skills still suck. All of a sudden she just bursts into the room like BAM! What's going on in here? Well, too bad, so sad, because you're stuck as one now. Are these Sharpies still any good? I can't imagine most of these Sharpies being any good, because they're those stupid click Sharpies. Can't imagine these being any good. My god, they're still good for the most part. Bad decision. Sharpies smell horrible. Now I'm opening more because I'm an idiot. That one's still good. I'm not throwing it on my table, am I? Okay, good. Nope, that one's backwards. That one's really nice. I better keep that in the useful shit drawer. And yes, I have a drawer called the useful shit drawer. Not a word of this to who now? Not a word of what? That's my way of not knowing what's going on. It's a legitimate strategy! To be fair, most of them aren't smart enough to sue. And yes, I'm actually paying attention again. Well, constantly playing with the pen. RSVP. What the hell does RSVP even mean? Dude, they have to think of everything. They're getting paid for it. I never understood why this type of pen had a ball at the end of the cap. Oh! Dice roll! Should I roll 2 dice or... Fuck it. It's a 6. That's an even. We go choice 2. No matter what, the dice make the decision. This is not on me. hope you guys couldn't hear that. If you did hear me, then I am sorry and excuse me. And if you did not, you can probably guess what I mean. Well, one of them isn't. Has anybody else really ever done a thing where they just scribble? Like literally just scribble like this? On a piece of paper? And then you take a bunch of pens of different colors or something? Or a bunch of different colors? And fill in each individual square with a different color? Well, not square, but each individual section there with a different color, and that none of them could have the same color. I used to do that when I was extremely bored in middle school. To be fair, I was extremely terrible at taking notes. Extremely terrible. I don't think I started taking notes until like junior year in high school, where pre-calculus forced me to take notes in order to survive in that class. It's just this, ah, splat. Yes, it was. Dude, it's like, at least you look cute. I wouldn't really call them a bunch of rejects. Okay, idiots is not the right word. I'd say young people who have no idea that money is actually on the line and have probably not had, you know, actual jobs where they had bosses cracking down on them in a good way. You know, because I have, and I've been in production lines and such, like assembly lines, kind of, but a little different. And I can tell you, if you don't meet the quota, they will hound you. Which is basically what Nadine's doing, is they did not meet the quota basically, so now they're getting hounded. So if they can get their Neuralia. Oh, I'm just like, did Nadine read that word somewhere? What happens if I draw it like this? It ends up worse, okay. Wow, we're almost done with the episode. God, I really don't have a sense of time. Holy shit. To be fair, if you pull an all-nighter, Lynn ends up as a cat girl instead of a fox girl. And I've already done the ending, too. It's the Lynn plus Dina ending. So... Rose open to experimentation. I don't know, dude. I think Rose is a little more experienced than you in that department of experimentation. But she's probably still not going to be happy outside of the mischief value. In all honesty, if push comes to shove, this is an 18 plus thing, so for those of you not 18 plus, here, 18 plus talk. Okay, when that goes away, you people can listen again. There is a kink tool that involves two females, and one of them having basically a dick. So, yeah. There is a tool that exists some sort of belt thingy that a girl strap on. That's what they're called. That a girl can strap on and plow another girl with. Some of them are double-sided, some of them aren't. That brings us to the end of that discussion. And if you guys are 17, then I really don't care. You know, if you're 17 and a half months, who cares? You might as well be 18 at that point. Hello! I recently saw on Twitter that the artist said that her favorite character design... No, his favorite character design, that's right, it's a he. I stopped in one of the art streams once, but the problem is it was late at night and I don't have an internet for that. So, it was a he, and apparently his favorite character design was the one in front of us. Alihan here. And I have to admit, I really do agree with him. Like, you can probably find that in episode 1 that I liked Alihan the most of the character designs. So, how it is that Alihan is the one that everyone likes the most, who knows? But she has a really nice character design. And I'm still torn on whether or not I think that she should be a playable character or not. In all honesty, I think she should have like a friend that we play as. You know, I think that would solve it a lot. Alihan herself wouldn't be playable, but she could recruit a friend into this whole turning into the opposite gender thing. And that could be a story. Just saying it's possible. They probably already planned it. I know that there's some girl called Jennifer or something that they'll work on eventually. I'm not sure if that is said friend or enemy or whatever. But, yeah. It's possible. Dina, leave. Ah! Almost dropped my pen. Has anyone else ever noticed that weird ninja reflex of coincidence where you're just like, whoo, and you do something completely awesome just without noticing? Like, not even fumbling or anything. You're just like for example, I take my cup away from the ice dispenser. Well, this extra bit of ice just falls out of nowhere, and all of a sudden I'm just like, whoop, and I just catch it in the cup without even noticing that I'm doing it. I'm just like, oh, I arrange this fumbling around, my body's just like, whoop, catch the ice. Okay, continue on today. I'm just like, what the fuck did I just do? Because 9 times out of 10, I'm like, tuk, 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 and then it falls on the floor. But sometimes I'm just like, whoop, catch it. I'm not sure if I'm just so used to where it falls out at this point that I'm just used to catching it, or what. No point sitting around wasting time. Uh-huh. You know the statement is only a start, right? You gotta have more than just that. Why do you care if it smells like bagels? Oh, that's why. Is this part of the IT department? Business mermaid wants profits. Are you serious? That's a thing? Well, that is how you go up the ranks, is to actually do your damn job and do it well enough to proceed to the next job. Now keep in mind, if you get too good at said job, then they'll want to keep you there. Maybe it's like the manager of the others or something, but they'll still want to keep you in that department. So, if you want to not be in that department anymore, my recommendation is find every possible way out of said department that you can without being demoted, which is the opposite of promoted. Oh, speaking of which, since this is the series that people watch the most, how would people feel about City Skylines when it comes out? Like, I know most of the people that are actually, you know, good at the games and everything have actual YouTube channels and such. Probably, you know, don't have to worry about such stuff, but how would you guys personally feel if I started playing Skylines? Because I like those sorts of games, and I would play SimCity, but honestly, it's that bad. And I would play SimCity 2000, but come on, Skylines is like 4 days away. I can wait. Or is it SimCity 2000 that people like the most? It's one of those two. So, how would you guys feel about that, in all honesty? Because I like those games a lot. And they won't... And they'll take over the, you know, the Wednesdays and the Thursdays and the Tuesdays and so on. If I can get permission and such. But how would you guys feel about that? I agree with Rose on that one. Nathan would know that Rose would carry out vengeance like you would not believe. If everything goes according to plan, which frankly, with Dina there is no such thing. Yes. Yes, she was, Rose. Trust us. It's really Nathan. Rose is just like, haha. Rose has zero sympathy whatsoever. She's just like, haha. Oh my god, Jack. For God's sake. Dina! We have someone we need to turn you into a... You need to turn some... You get my point, okay. Before my tongue twists any farther, it is unfortunately time to wrap up this episode. About 3 minutes ago. So, well, that probably makes up for some of the 10 minutes I was rambling on about memories and such, blah, 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 blah. So, with that, like I said, it's time to wrap up the end of the episode. Thank you all for watching. I always hope to see you all in the next episode, as well as in Sunrider, and other episodes as well. I am sad that less people give Shantae a try, versus 100% orange juice. I looked today, and I saw that more people were watching 100% orange juice than Shantae. Shame on you people. To be fair, it was episode 1 of 100% orange juice, so I doubt that people will stick around for any more of it. So, we'll see. Hopefully some of you people will watch some of my other shows, please. Because, you know, I do make other content. So it would be very nice of you people if you would give my other content a try. My Twitter is, of course, in the description, as always, if you want to see my random nonsense on Twitter. I don't usually tweet that much, I usually just retweet other people and such. Like funny cat pictures and such. I usually restrict those to like once every 2 or 3 days when it comes to the actual retweeting versus favoriting. And you can also see when my videos come out within about... I've noticed that's been really slow lately, so I'd say about 5 to 10 minutes of me actually releasing the video. So, oh, excuse me. And again. So, if you want to know when they come out right away, please follow me on Twitter. It will usually update within about 5 minutes of it actually coming out. Keep in mind I don't have a very large channel for it to tweet from, so I'm surprised that it takes so little time when otherwise... Well, never mind. I'm overthinking things again. And once again, the city skyline thing. Potential? Maybe? I mean, of course, I'm going to have to get permission to play it first, which, again, you can find on Twitter. Because everybody uses Twitter. For some reason, that's the fastest way to get... What the hell is that noise? Oh, that's just a humidifier. So... let me know in the description. I will see you all next time. Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and good clicking. I just had to stop the E thing. I can live without that. So, good day and good clicking, people. Stay around.